Okay. People go vote to Obi. We go vote to Obi. We go vote to Obi, but can he win the election?
They will win the election when you now you say you go vote to Obi. You go convince another person.
I go vote to Obi. I go vote to Obi. But you go see that many of us when they talk here, then go, if they give them money, then go change their mind. How people mind in the time?
Just said it. At the end of the day, people will go for it.
Even so, Yoruba, whether they see PDP people now, Yoruba for the campaign particular. What are you telling for this Lagos? What do they talk? We they deceive ourselves. It's easy for Yoruba man to vote outside and to vote Igbo man. Many of them, except some of them when they like to run the youth.
If they see all these people when they run, they go get their PVC. Who they want vote? They go article they want vote for now make them stand up, they go get BBC. People will not get them before. Article don't contest 3 times, they don't get their
BBC. I try to get my
BBC. They don't get BBC. Because of Obidient. Do you know their number? Anything can change at any time. People can follow every person will be used.
What did they ask?
Don't just say I go vote.
Okay, what did they ask?
Other people.
What did they ask? Why are these people when they deploy for APC? Why they don't go Labour? All of them call they run, they go PDP.
Some they go Labour.
How many? Only 2 people go Labour.
It will continue.
About 41 now don't go PDP. From now to December, you go see how many people want to see the plan. See senator from Buhari village, in the camp, go PDP. Why not the camp to Labour?
They're politicians.
No, the other is like, I want my country.
Yes, I want young people should continue to campaign for Obi. Bring their mess. Young people are the more in number than all these old people where they see.
No election is happening. They will use
What do they talk? It's simple mathematics. Simple mathematics. You said I'm going to leave the car to get and get this people. What are you saying? If you don't hear what I said, to counter is we don't come for we don't go for people because they listen on the camera. I don't understand the question they ask. What is the I tell them say when they release they will not do that. See what's in this man. Leave that matter, Gary. Leave that matter.
Why was there election in Anambra State?
Okay. If you declare it at all, and the so is totally out now.
Why was there election?
Now the so is totally out now. Why election not for you? The what can give us that?
Why organize them people house was born? The day of swearing in of
no, I'm not talking of swearing in. I'm talking of election. I asked you a question, and I said, why was there election?
Why you answer me?
Question with question.
Because if election is this out now,
I ask you a question.
Don't give an article without
number one. Okay, number one. Organize them the South governor was if after election they will
yes,
am I lying?
Go ahead.
And the IPOB was I asked me a question. Let me come out in my question.
Yeah.
Now, listen to me. Then when the election finished, IPOB reminded South governor what they promised. And they're still working on it. Then on the of the swelling in of Soludo, house was bombed. Am I lying? To remind them what they say. And all the Southeast governors were vacated from Southeast. And Simon Ekpa was telling you, to remind you that it's not really a good affair, that from Southeast, they bring every arrangement was made. In that time was here.
Why your president?
Say now, what is voice? Let me see. Excuse me.
Okay, now.
We finish now. Wait. Let me finish. I can tell you that
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to the program this morning. This is Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku. I'll say a big welcome to the program. Welcome once again. Today is a Monday in the city of Lagos. A great Monday to be alive in Nigeria. 27th of June 2022, the 27th of June 2022. Yes, we are here in Ogba and we have our bystanders getting ready. So if their positions on the topics, the topical issues that we have this morning. Once again, you're welcome. Welcome to the program this morning, Bystanders at the Newsstands on Flip TV. Let's go straight to the papers this morning. The newspaper headlines. Let's see what we have on the papers this morning.
The man escaped, but all the security code, all of them were vacated.
Don't forget to subscribe to Flip TV on YouTube and also on Facebook. Flip TV on YouTube and also on Facebook, so that when we go live, you will be notified when we go live. We are on the streets this morning. Welcome once again to the program. I have the Daily Sun newspaper with me. The Daily Sun with me. I have the Daily Independent. Should we depend on the Daily Independent this morning? Yes, I'm still searching for my running mate, Tinubu. I'm still searching for my running mate. The calculation of a Muslim ticket might not be favorable for the APC. However, there is a suspense that Tinubu has brought. He's still searching for a running mate so as to balance their permutations come 2023. Okay. Imo governor gives the bandits 10 days to embrace amnesty or face bombardment. Imo governor, I believe that is Hope Uzodinma, gives bandits 10 days to embrace amnesty or face bombardment. Makinde Oke's recruitment of 500 additional personnel for Amotekun. That's a good boost there for the Southwest. Makinde Oke's recruitment of 500 additional personnel for Amotekun. Serap sues Buhari over alleged missing 11 trillion naira electricity fund. Serap sues Buhari over alleged missing 11 trillion naira over electricity fund. Zamfara government asks residents to take up arms against bandits. Zamfara government asks residents to take up arms against bandits. Security operatives dislodge gunmen from den in Enugu, Anambra. Security operatives dislodge gunmen from den in Enugu and Anambra. Let's go straight to the Daily Sun. This morning, Obi Kwankwaso alliance under threat. Obi Kwankwaso alliance under threat as Northern governors stall selection of Tinubu's running mate. Northern governors stall the selection of Tinubu's running mate. I'm still searching. APC candidates reveals that I'm still searching for my running mate. Ruling party keeps mum. North won't accept Muslim Christian ticket. Yakasai says that the North would not accept a Muslim Christian ticket. Cooking gas price puts Nigeria's interests first. Obasanjo begs stakeholders put Nigerians' interest and Nigeria's interest first. Obasanjo begs stakeholders. Bandits kill Catholic priest, 2 others in Edo, Kaduna. Bandits kill Catholic priest, 2 others in Edo and Kaduna. On terrorism, Army jails 30 soldiers dismissed for as 227 face trial. Army jail 30 soldiers dismissed for as 227 face trial on the clampdown on oil thieves. Army destroy shrine in Bielsa. Army destroy shrine in Bielsa. Now on the Ekweremadu case, NPC birth certificate of kidney donor shows he's 21, says the immigration in Nigeria. NPC birth certificate shows that the kidney donor is 21. Now we are going to be looking at also the certificate saga of Bola Mate-Tinubu. What are Nigerians saying about this? But the Constitution, however, provides that if you have attended school, not presenting certificates, I don't know what your comment is. If you have attended school, you are qualified to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It didn't stipulate putting out your certificate. I have Mr. Kunle. Good morning, Mr. Kunle.
Yeah, morning. How was your weekend?
Well, thank God.
Yeah,
thank God.
Christian, I greet you. I greet everybody. I greet you, the mayor. I greet Tina. I greet Andrew. I greet you. Still expecting you. Still expecting from you.
Okay. How was your week like?
Oh, my week was a bit. I had us. I'm managing us the way I am now. So it's all about indoor. I kept myself indoor. You could see I was not around on Saturday. So I'm just getting better. And NEPA even made it worse. NEPA made it worse. Blackouts. It was a dark weekend. It was a blackout weekend. So that is what that is infuriating me this morning. Darkness. I've been in darkness since Friday, till Sunday, till today.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. So I don't know.
There's this story. Sarah sues Buhari over alleged missing 11 trillion naira electricity.
Yes. Good. Kudos to Muminin. Kudos to Barrister Muminin. That's the brain behind the Sarah. They are just in Okpebi there in the cage there.
Yeah.
I so much as there at times it's boys. They come together, we sit down, we judge. We have a very broad conversation about what this country is turning to. So those are the real activists. Those are the people that really have the real intention of good Nigeria. All these ones, the ones that have been talking without any action. These are the people that are working and they are walking the talk. Sarah, good luck to you, and we are always behind you. Any struggle you partake into, just accept that we will follow suit. We'll be behind you. Kudos to Barrister Momoni. You are doing well, man.
Okay, Makinde is recruitment of 500 additional personnel for Moteco.
See, that's Mr. Governor called Makinde. I don't really know what is. I think I can call that governor for your state a baby governor. Because when you're supposed to act, you fail to act. During the advent of this Fulani invasion of your state, a guy came out, Igboho came out. What did you do? You went against that Igboho. When Wakili was arrested, what was your stand? It's like the hunter was hunted. Why the hunt? The hunter was hunted. Why the culprits? You were in support of those culprits to the extent the culprits that was supposed to be punished, they left them scot-free, and they arrested the Amotekun. They arrested that challenged those bandits. So what Makinde is doing now is just too late. It's too late for him to get it done. Right? As it is now, it caused majority of the problem the bandits and the indigenous were having in Oyo State. Because it was supposed to be on ground where the Gongon issue was. You see, I don't mind what, man. Those are governors we are having in Southwest. Some of them, they need to be sent packing and they need to be tried. How did they spend? Yes. How did they spend their, what's it called? How did they spend their security votes? All of them are collecting security votes now. Nevertheless of what happened in Akure, I still give that kudos to Makinde. What's it called? Akeredolu, because it was a reprisal attack on him. A lot of things were brought in to secure the both traditional, juju, all sort of things, the African magic, all of this. They brought it into use in Ondo State to the extent there was a thunder strike on 100 cows in, what's it called, in Ondo then. Yeah. And we were all aware of it. And what I just expected of them then was just to get prepared, because they ought to have been expecting reprisal attack, revenge from all this Fulani this thing. But they caught them unaware. They even went to the governor's state, governor home state, governor town to carry out the operation. That means we let loose the security. We slept in the slumber. The Ondo security wasn't, proactive to the scene of that book bandit there. But I still give it to them. I mean, it's better, to take a step than just being idle like other governors in the south. Like the governor of Osun State now, I don't see anything that he's doing. With the last time I traveled to bury my mom, I still saw some ranches, some grazing of cows by this same along the road. From all this Fulani, all of them are playing politics with our life. All of them are playing politics with our life. They need to stop that. They need to stop that. I'm starting from my own people, because charity begins at home. Charity must begin at home.
Okay, let's look at Zamfara. Government asks residents to take up arms against bandits.
It's not the only one. This is not just a news says I've been hearing. The chief of defense, is it chief of defense of the NSA, National Security Advisor, Mongolo, or what's it called? Mongolo. He came out openly and said everybody should start defending themselves. If there's any way Nigeria can be harmed, and we've been hearing this all the while, but where are the instruments to defend ourselves? Where are the defensive, weapons to defend ourselves? Because to me, I buy into that. But still, trust me, Nigeria, we will abuse it. We will abuse that. You could see what is happening in our schools. They've never authorized gun for anybody. Killing has been happening in all these schools. True, I be this, I be that, I be, as they work now. Yeah. Say you be, you be this, you be that. So, if that, weapons are allowed for people to be carried, they will abuse it generally. So, but I don't know how we're going to save ourselves now. The best bet is let us sit down on referendum. I still keep saying it. I don't mind people that they will tell you today they want presidency, tomorrow they will tell you they want agitation. Me, I'm still telling you, it's only referendum that can get things done. What other things?
Okay, let's look at over the weekend there were just discrepancies about Tinubu's certificate. Did not went to go to primary and secondary school. What's your take on it?
You see, my take on that is, how did he get admission into Chicago State University? How did they have his BSc? They should go from there. If I were them, I would take a trip to America and, Mr. Man, when you admitted this man into Chicago State University, what credential did this? What are the records he submitted to you? What are his profile? You people on the go with him. So let us know that. So just stay in Nigeria here now, and when the election is coming, people will start saying everything. That is when you know that Nigeria play dirty when the election comes. So to me, that man that is raising that allegation, if you want to do us a proper job, let him go to Chicago. I think he said he went to Chicago State University. He's a graduate. Can you enter university without? We know Americans do this SAT exam. Where is the SAT? They should go and look for a SAT exam that he did to gain admission into Chicago State University. So we just like fooling ourselves and start, round game that won't lead us anywhere. If you want to catch someone, catch him handedly so that you can have an evidence. Where is your certificate? If a saying soldiers graded his house and stole all those certificates, where are the affidavits you made? If you say you went to university, you cannot, gain admission to university with empty, paper. You have to have a credential, a school certificate that you use to gain admission. So we are not fools. Don't let people fool us. Election is coming now. There are a lot of distractions that will be coming in. Me, I want them to be hammering on the points of this guy who we've gone to University of Chicago and they said they could not find any school certificate, neither SAT, neither the other TOEFL exam. Is it TOEFL, right? 12. Yeah, 12 exam and SAT. They can get that easily. So they should bury their head in the, if they can't get that for people to see. What Tinubu said.
Cooking gas price is an issue. It's an issue. You spend 1,000 naira for a kg. That's 1 kg. It's not going to get you 3 days.
Yeah. 12 kg now is
1 kg.
No, I'm even going there now. A 12 kg now is half kg, which I'm loading. I have 12 kg, but I could only afford half, which is 5,001. So you're talking of full kg now is 10,200. What we used to buy for 6,000, 5,000 then is now 10,200. And mind you, we are just bunch of unserious people in this country. Why I say so? We have gas flaring all over the south, the southeast. Enugu just discover gas. This thing in their domain now. But the problem is we have resources. We cannot utilize that resources.
We have resources in abundance, but it's expensive. It's to get.
Why is it expensive? Why is it expensive? That's why I say, is there any cost? Who plays a cost on this country? Who plays cost on this country?
Bread is getting to 1,000 naira.
I say, who plays cost on this country? What you are looking for Sokoto in Sokoto is inside your Sokoto. And you are still suffering. Imagine, are we supposed to be suffering for gas? Are we supposed to be suffering for light? We have dams everywhere, dams, country, all this thing. And they are spending a whole lot of money on Mambila power electricity in the north there. And mind you, I now find out that the way educated we are, the more English we speak, is the more foolish we are. I'm telling you, in the north there now, they don't experience blackout as we are experiencing. Even in some parts of the southwest here, in Osun State, they enjoy 12, 13, 15, 18 hours light every day. If I'm underestimating, they enjoy 20 hours light every day. I've been a witness and I found it, I confirmed what is going on there. But all this leader we have here, they are the problem that is making. And I will give it, there was a governor, there was an ex-governor in Lagos State that wanted to bring Aaron the energy company. We all remember that. It was this same politics, all these leaders from the south. Can you imagine a southern man, a southern president, tackling a southern governor, not to bring light into their domain? So see, the problem of this country is enormous. And who are we going to hold responsible? The advent of democracy, due to the foundation that brought the advent to the first democratic government in, due to the foundation, the rotten foundation, the government did not start on a good platform, with us. I'm talking of Obasanjo regime, because the two things that ought to have been done, the two things that I think it has been done up to today. We don't have people like Buhari coming to say you want to be president, right? Because we tell them, what did you want to give us that we have not seen? They've not given us. Is it light? Is it petrol? Is it for? Is it good roads? Is it to my general house now in Nota? If you pass through that road today, my brother, you will not even ever dream or wish to pass that Songo Ota road again. I was there like 2 weeks ago. I got sick when I came back. I got sick. I'm telling you, and we have a president that ought to have done that road, that ought to have made that road. That is why I said the bunch of politicians we have, either APCO, either PDPO, either MPPO, either Labour, either all of them, they are nothing to me. They are nothing to go about. Be proud about. In my own, that's my own say, and I stand by it. I've never seen any politician that mean well for this country. Even if you mean well, there will be a body trap they will set for you that say now you sabi, now you over sabi.
Okay.
So once the system is overwhelmed by the, hate by the bad guys, is overwhelmed by the criminals, is overwhelmed by the cabal. Who are these cabal? They've been telling us cabal. There's cabal among the government, within the government, and the government cannot control the cabal. So what's the government for? So it's the best bet. My leader has spoken, Professor Akintoye, Banji Akintoye. He said anybody they are promising presidency in this country is just wasting his time. The Northerner will not lose their own. The Northerner will not just allow that presidency to slip away from their hands.
Okay,
because enough, they are telling you we love ourselves, but we are telling ourselves we hate ourselves. So,
thank you.
Southerners should think.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akule. Wonderful one from Mr. Akule. I have Mr. Felix. Good morning, Mr. Felix. Let's start with Tinubu. I'm still consulting on my running mate, sir. Tinubu, I'm still consulting on my running mate.
Tinubu is a liar.
He's still consulting.
Why is he consulting?
That's what he said.
He's still consulting. When INEC has given a deadline.
No, the person here can voluntarily step down.
My brother, let me tell you the truth. The man is not ready. Starting from his, I'm talking about Tinubu, he's not ready yet. He's fighting, he wants to be there. My lifetime ambition. Is that an ambition? Someone that cannot sacrifice.
He has won the APC presidential ticket.
He's not going to win.
He's closer to the president.
He's not going to win. He's not going to win. His primary school is unknown. His secondary school is unknown. His university is unknown. His age is unknown. Everything about him is unknown.
How did he attend university?
Let him come out and tell us.
How was he?
I just have to.
How did he become an accountant in Mobile?
See, I just have to. May the Ganifa Amima may so rest in peace. I remember when he was chasing him. That Tinubu, you don't have certificates. He took the Obas in Lagos to go and beg. Before that matter quenched down. We are not idiots in Nigeria now. Why are APC producing people that don't have certificates? Why are they producing people that don't have certificates? It's a slap on we Nigerian.
Okay. Does that make him not qualified?
He is not qualified. He is not qualified. Take my word, I stand to be corrected on this platform.
Someone that has ruled Lagos for 8 years.
Under when Ghani threatening for almost like 6 years. 6 or 7 years. That he was not having certificates.
Is it an attack on it? No, you might not go to school as it were, but you have leadership ability.
My brother, what did the Constitution of Nigeria say?
What did the Constitution say?
That you must have a primary school certificate.
You must have a primary school certificate. Attended secondary.
See, let me tell you the
truth. All they need is just evidence that you attended.
No. See.
No, let's look at what the Constitution says first before perjury.
See, let me tell you the truth. For you to rule in Nigeria, you should tell us the primary school he went to.
He has told you that his certificates were not seen.
Was not.
Military took his certificates.
I'm not talking about Buhari. I'm talking about Tinubu. What is the name of his primary school he went to? Yes, so that we can go and confirm. You understand? See, secondary school we can go and confirm. I can hear somebody saying Obaseki. They went to University of Ibadan. They went to confirm. Obaseki went to University of. He went there. You understand? Where did he go to primary school? Where is his primary school?
Primary school first.
Where is his primary school? Where is his secondary school? Listen, why are APC producing people that don't have certificates? I stand to be corrected on this platform. Why are they producing people that don't have certificates? See, leadership start by your first living certificate, your primary 6 certificate. Tinubu primary school is unknown.
But that does not qualify. He's qualifying from becoming president.
Are we running an unknown government? Are we running an unknown government? It was the same man that came and told us that it was the general that did it. General, he put us into this wahala. And he was telling us, you can, if you hear what Buhari said, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom.
What does it mean?
That he has put us into value. He has put us into wealth. And for us to come out, it will take the grace of God for us to come out. My brother, I stand to be corrected on this platform. Tinubu is not qualified to even won that primary of APC.
It was Osibajo that defended his certificate saga.
Let Osibajo go and defend him now.
Osibajo is a professor.
Let Osibajo go and defend him now.
Professor of law can defend him.
Where we are Osibajo?
Where are you now?
Wait, where we are Osibajo? When they were turning the issue upside down. Where we are Osibajo? When Nigerian law, judiciary has turned upside down. Where we are him? In this government, a professor of law. Under this government, they rubbish him. He does not know his left from right any longer. When you put somebody that is not educated in government, people that are educated will be uneducated too. Because they will not want to offend those people in authority.
Okay. Sarah says Buhari over alleged missing 11 trillion naira electricity fund.
My brother,
these allegations are like, I mean, since Nigerians are not doing anything, it's like everybody just keeps quiet and nothing happens.
When last did you have lights in your house? We don't have light as regular. The only good thing I just have is that I'm using prepaid in where I'm living. Before the prepaid came, we only have light 5 times in a month. They'll give us 120,000, 80,000 naira. Not until when we went to apply for prepaid and they brought prepaid. Our president is not transparent. Our president is not transparent.
We heard in Sokoto, almost all the lawmakers has defected from APC to PDP.
My brother, whether they decamp from APC to PDP, PDP to this person to this. Listen, the structure has not helped Nigeria. This is the 3rd time structure has not helped Nigeria. When there was structure, we don't have electricity. We don't have good roads. Unemployment everywhere. There's hunger in the land. We are going for the person that doesn't have structure.
Obidient.
We are going for the person that don't have structure. Obedience is better than sacrifice. The time is coming.
You and I know that it is difficult for someone without structure to win election in this present Nigeria.
Let me tell you, what happened during NSAS? Was there any structure? Was there any structure? Were there any structure? Listen, they achieved their aim and objective. That's the reason why the blood, what they did in Lagos, the blood of innocent people they killed in Lagos, will not make Tinubu to win. I stand to be corrected on this platform.
Today is the 27th of June, 2022.
It's a special day.
Okay, lastly, let's look at Zamfara government asks residents to take up arms against bandits.
The governor himself is a bandit. That governor himself, yes, he's a bandit. Why?
Allegation, can you prove this allegation that the governor is a bandit?
Mr. Christian,
that they will arrest you.
I cannot be intimidated. When you say the truth, you will die. When you don't say the truth, you still die. I have to say the truth. Where was this man when things were going wrong? When he was selling the gold, when he was mining, and now when things fall apart now, he's now telling innocent people to go and carry gun. My brother, I want to tell everybody, we are getting closer to the time. We are getting closer to the time.
In Edo State, a Catholic bishop kidnapped and killed.
Kidnapped and killed. The update is yet to be unraveled. They are going to take their decision. They are going to take their decision in Edo State. Edo State is a state that they don't take no for an answer. They will ensure that whatever happens, they will get to the root of the matter. They are not people like this. They are not like Osho people. They will get to the root of the matter. And my take is this: I want to tell everybody that are watching me, those in the diaspora, those that are people in Nigeria, tell your people to go and get their PVC. Enough is enough. The election is all about the Yoruba, the Hausa, the Igbo. You understand? The Yoruba is Jagaba. The Igbo is Obi. The North is Atiku. Let everybody go out and vote. Let us go out and get our PVC. And I believe that by the special grace of God, obedience is better than sacrifice.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Felix. I have another obedience member. Sorry, good morning.
Well, I don't understand your rhetoric this morning. You say you have another.
Are you not the child of God? You need to be obedient.
It depends on the concept of the obedience we are talking about.
Let's look at this taking of arms. Is it realistic? The Zamfara government has asked residents to take up arms against bandits. Is it realistic?
It's not realistic.
So why is he telling them to take up arms?
It's not realistic because the authorities, the police have maintained. When I mean the police, the CP, the Commissioner of Police in Zamfara State, have maintained that the order banning people from bearing arms is still in force. But if you look at what is happening currently, you see that the governors are the major problem. That major problem because they have what it takes to negotiate for states to parade some security power. And they are afraid to do that because they are not directly affected by the insecurity that is ravaging every sector of the society. Because the governor goes about with retinue and security aids. Their relatives are well protected. So they are not directly affected by the activities of bandits or the activities of kidnappers and all that. And it's not as if and we have been saying that before you can solve the problem of Nigerian security issue, the governors must parade some security power. And if you look at the influence of the governors in the Nigerian system, is enormous. Look at the other time when Mr. President signed on that 10, executive order 10. Because the governors were not comfortable with it because it's afraid their revenue status, they went against it, and the president said that idea. Look at recently the governors of APC extraction. When Mr. President wanted to take a unilateral decision in coming up with a consensus candidate for APC, the governors unanimously rejected it, and the president had no choice to yield to the opinion of the governors. But in this issue of security, they are not doing it because they are not directly affected. The same reason they are not giving the educational system the necessary attention it needs, because they are not directly affected by the poor level of education in Nigeria.
Not directly affected.
Yes. So, because if you look at the directive or the decision of the Zamfara state government, that the Commissioner of Police should issue license to worthy Zamfara citizens, indigenous, who are willing to bear arms. And if you look at the position of the police, it tells you that the government is not in charge. Because if you look at the Constitution tells you that the governor is the governor and the chief security officer of the state. So by our standard, the Commissioner of Police was supposed to take directive from the governor. For the police boss in the state to be speaking in a different direction with the direction of the governor, it tells you that they are not under the control of the governor, because the Commissioner of Police reports to the IG. and IG in turn reports to the National Security Advisor, who reports to Mr. President. So it's unfortunate that the governors are the problem of the security problem in Nigeria, and are not ready to do anything about it.
Why is he asking his people to?
Look at why I said they are the problem. If you follow my line of thought, I think I would have made my point before now. I said the governors have what it takes to prevail on federal government to allow state security arrangement of security structure. Okay. Like as we have Amateku. Amateku cannot bear the category of arm that is needed to combat bandits, kidnappers, ISWAP, name it. Unless and until the IG of police give an order and allow them to bear such level of arm. And we have a situation where the governors unanimously have done things to influence the president into taking a particular decision. So they don't want to do it. It's unfortunate that Nigerians, politicians, they play politics with everything. Because if you look at the politicians in the north, the governors, they are merely not accepting state police because they feel they do that, some section of the country will disintegrate from Nigeria. That is on one hand. So some governors are playing party politics because like ABC and Mr. President say no to it, whether it suits the security situation in their state or not. But because Mr. President is saying no to it and they are in APC, they go with the president. They don't want to know whether it's affecting his people, their people or not. As long as they have the right of security aids to protect them. And that is not to say that the governors do not have what it takes to influence the national government from accepting state police. And the governor, you have sought an oath to defend your people. The Constitution says the welfare and security of Nigerians shall be the primary purpose of governance. Collectively, both the local government chairman, the state governors, the presidency, the president, they have all failed woefully to protect Nigerians.
Okay. So police are also told the governor that the ban on firearms is still in force.
That's what I was citing. That the commissioner of police in Zamfara State do not waste time to reply the governor that they are not giving anybody license. That is the implication of that statement.
Then they are helpless. People are helpless.
Of course. You were asking about being obedient.
No, let's not go to
No, I will go into it. I will go into it. You see, I've always been an advocate of it is the turn of the Southeast. Because if you look at the current political situation in Nigeria, Southeast is the only region and only tribe that have not ruled Nigeria since this nascent democracy. And as from opinion as an individual, Obi is the most competent candidate of all the political parties, going by his antecedents. Yes, because if you look at the things that are coming from him, nobody have come to refute to say that he's telling lies. So he's somebody who have good record of managing economy, somebody who can cut cost of governance, somebody who can block loopholes to free money for infrastructural development. And he has demonstrated in Anambra State, not just demonstrating it. If you listen to him on social media, you understand that he mentioned instances, he mentioned names, and he asked you to go and verify. And nobody have come out to say he is telling lies. So I've come to the conclusion that he's the most competent, he's most qualified in terms of the ability to manage Nigerian situation.
Okay, that means you're obedient.
I will vote for him. That is the truth.
Are you obedient?
If you say I'm obedient, you say I don't know the concept of obedience.
Let's not play politics. You know what is going on. If they say somebody is obedient, that means
okay. If being obedient means voting for Obi, then I think I will accept that I'm obedient.
Okay, let's look at Tinubu certificate saga. What does the law say on the certificate?
Okay. You see, before this time, in 1999, when he became the governor of Lagos State, the late legal luminary in the person of Gani Fahimi took up a case against the then governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and the case went to Supreme Court, and the case bordered on forgery and perjury, lying on oath. But in the wisdom of the court then, the court ruled that Tinubu, as the executive governor of the state, parade immunity. saw that he cannot be prosecuted on that basis. Not whether they didn't look at the merit of the case. So it was on technicality they struck at that case or they dispensed that case. Consequent upon that, because the Supreme Court equally said that it is only the House of Assembly that has the responsibility to probe a sitting governor on the strength of legal criminal proceedings. The Lagos State Assembly then instituted a probe, and in the probe, Tinubu was reported to have denied some sections of the form, that it was an error that was committed by somebody who filled the form for him on his behalf and all that. What I can say is that it is not out of place for anyone that have the legal rights, that has the local standing, to institute fresh action against him if they deem it fit. Because whether I like it or not, the information that people need to know about all the candidates are already in the public domain. So anyone that needs to verify one's educational status, I think the institutions where the person attended, even the person did not make available some facts about his educational history. Some relevant facts are there for people to make inquiry and institute legal action against anybody. I can understand that there are some persons, even groups, organizations that have indicated interest to challenge, to challenge Tinubu in court with regarding the form he filled. And we encourage them to do that because it will deepen democracy. We are in a situation where we have somebody at the helm of affair who doesn't have questionable character, who doesn't have anything to hide. Because once you offer yourself to serve, everything about you is public. You cannot want to keep anything away from the public. Look at the other time. Recently, the president of America, Joe Biden, was riding on bicycle, and he fell. Why he was saying and good, and the thing was all over the media. They did not hide it from the media. Even while on the floor, they captured it. You can see somebody with smartphone capturing him. I don't think if Mr. President, our president, happens to fall, any person that dare to get the video clip or photograph, I think that person will be languishing in yes, okay. In DSF facility. Be forgotten. Or they even kill the person. So we are not in a civilized society, it's unfortunate.
Okay, what does the law say about certificates?
What the law says is this.
Must attend.
What the law says is this. And it's unfortunate that the position of the law is giving room for politicians to play. Because if you look at it, the law says you must show evidence that you're educated up to secondary school level. And that is why you see Mr. President Muhammad Buhari find easy way out of that trap that he set for himself. Because Mr. President told us that they burgled his house, they made away with his certificate. Muhammad Buhari. Okay. He said during the time they overthrew him. So we are likely going to see another episode of that. But whether we like it or not, the law says you must show evidence that you're educated up to secondary school level. And the issue of perjury and forgery that was instituted by Gandhi him against Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the court dropped it on the ground that he had immunity and he's immune against legal prosecution. And somebody that even wanted to take it up recently, the court told the person that you cannot, that the person waited too long. So, but that does that notwithstanding, I think people can raise fresh issues about one's credentials.
Let's take away perjury. If you can show evidence that you attended secondary school, it's not limited to certificates.
No, it's not limited. We saw how Muhammad Buhari started looking for picture he took with his classmates when he was called to question. So it's unfortunate that Nigerians, you see what they do, because they know that these people have amassed wealth, and wealth is what it takes to get to power. And it doesn't matter whether the person is educated or not. It doesn't matter whether the person has the managerial acumen, the administrative acumen, the political acumen to steer the ship of Nigeria to this present quagmire. It doesn't matter. What matters is the resources. You have looked at the people, the major gladiators, the major contenders in the two leading political parties, PDP and APC, they have deep pockets. And if you follow what happened leading to their emergence as the candidate of their responsive parties, you understand that they spent their way to they spent their way to get that ticket. Because there was some in some quarters, people said why people were buying delegates. A particular candidate or aspirant rather was busy buying even state governors. You understand? So it's a matter of how much you have, and that is what is playing out. And even if you look at what happened in Ekiti State recently, you agree with me that inducement with money played a pivotal role in determining the success of APC, and that likely is what discredited the election. And in the 2023 election, we are likely going to see a repeat of that. And that is the worrisome aspect of this 2023 election. Because if care is not taken, he's going to be mad by vote buying. And unfortunately, vote buying have no place in the electoral process. Is APC candidate say,
I'm still searching for my advisor.
I think he's telling us that he's not prepared for the job. I mean, Mate-Tinubu, telling us that he's still searching for his running mate. I think he's telling us that he's not. I think he made that statement when he attended the 60th birthday of the Speaker House of Representatives and the person of Bajabi. But telling us that he's still searching for his running mate, for me, is an indication that he's not prepared for the job. Because for somebody who told the whole world that this is his life ambition, he ought to have gotten his everything ready. He ought to have known
the northern governors are making this not happen.
But you agree with me that the Constitution says that you as a candidate have prerogative right to decide your running mate. At the end of the day, whoever he chooses, it is his decision. It doesn't matter how you influence him. You don't take away political maneuvering, influence, but the buck rests with you as a candidate. Look at the other day, we saw manifesto all over the internet, on social media. But his campaign organization refuted it, saying that it did not come from there, even as they applauded people who came up with it, that in due course that they are going to come up with the manifesto. So it tells you that, for me, it tells you that he's not ready for the job. Because for somebody who says it's his life ambition, he ought to have gotten his manifesto ready. Because Tinubu is not new to Nigerian political system. Tinubu is not new to Nigerian problems everywhere. He knows the problem bedeviling Nigeria in terms of our power sector, security-wise and otherwise. So I think by now he should have his manifesto ready at beck and call. So telling us that we should expect his manifesto in due course, for me, it portrays him as somebody who is not ready for the job.
Let's look at electricity. Sarah choose Buhari for 11 trillion naira, apart from 4 trillion.
To put the record right, the 11 trillion is not restricted to Buhari's administration. It's from 1999 to date. And the reason I'm suing Mr. President is because he has failed to investigate who did what, who embezzled the money. And I think Sarah is right. Because you as a president, even if you have no hand in the embezzlement, it behoves on you to trace and punish people who have done it. So if you are not ready to trace and punish people who have done it, then you are making yourself culpable. So for me, Serap is right in asking him to probe all the expenditure in power sector. Because if you look at Nigerian problem, power is the major problem of Nigerian economy. If you get it right with power, you will solve so many. There are so many Nigerians who have learned vocational works, wedding, different works, but they cannot do it because the running cost is high. So if Mr. President, just the same thing like Halliburton scandal, it didn't happen under Buhari, but they have been called on Mr. President to investigate and bring people who did that to justice, and he failed to do it. So people will not blame him that why did you, because we believe that you have what it takes to fight corruption.
So one of the presidential candidates.
So if you are not doing it, people will equally blame you. So that is the situation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
breaking news this morning: Justice Tanko Mohammed resigns at the CGN of maybe replaced by Justice Ariwola. Yes, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Tanko Mohammed, has resigned. Sources confirmed that he resigned last night on grounds of ill health. Information also has it that arrangements are now on to swear in the next most senior Justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, as the acting Chief Justice of Nigeria. Reports also indicate that a formal announcement will be made shortly until his resignation. Reporter, yes. Only last week, 14 justices of the Supreme Court had written him a letter to lament the decrepit state of the affairs in the courts. Sorry. Good morning, Mr. Raf.
Morning, Christian.
CJN, Chief Justice of Nigeria, has resigned.
I think Ango Abdullahi.
Tanko
Abdullahi, yes.
Mohammed.
Mohammed, yeah. Tanko's antecedent has gone after him. Tanko's shortcomings in the past has come after him. Tanko Mohammed, CGN of Nigeria, was the one who went to Amsterdam for assessment tests 2 years ago, 2020. He went there. He want to go and what? Contest for World Court Judge, what? To preside over that office in either in Hague or Amsterdam in 2020. He was giving assessment tests, a whole Chief Justice of Nigeria. 0. He failed woefully. The people, the vigilator, the persons in charge of that project. They ask him, where are you from? The man said, I'm from Nigeria. They look at him. A pure Sharia judge. A competent Sharia Islamic Arabic judge. I think understand. Went to Amsterdam to preside over World Court Judge office in Hague or maybe Amsterdam. After writing the test, they did like this. They crossed the whole question paper. They crossed the whole 0. What's down 0? Haven't you gotten it in the school before? After writing an exam, your question paper was
not that you got 0, but he did not pass.
Oga was less than 0. Less than 0. The guy is not competent enough to handle a magistrate court. That's what it indicated. The white man asked, "Where are you from?" He said, "Nigeria." He said, "No, I'm in doubt. I'm in doubt. If actually we came from Nigeria, because I know Nigeria as people with this."
Some people are suspecting that because of the role with the justices of recent, that's why he resigned.
He had to resign because he has nothing upstairs as a CGN. They have to rearrange themselves. I think somebody from Yoruba extraction is taking over now. Thank you. Why not giving it to that man in the first place? Why did Buhari go and invite his kinsman that doesn't know anything about law and made him Chief Justice of Nigeria? Buhari government is over tribalized. I'm telling you, over. Nepotocracy. I've been crying and crying over this terminology anytime my mouth lays for it. Is the order of the day. Buhari is so bent on nepotocracy. Nepotocracy is from nepotism. To favor somebody from his own lineage. That's why tribalism. That's why he made Tanko CGN over us. If you look at this man's picture, true to my God, I'm talking the truth. You will vomit. If that man merits to be Nigerian CGN. Very small, very tiny. Like an Islamic teacher. The man is not sound. He's an Islamic cleric.
The hype man.
He's helping me.
The hype man.
He's a subordinate. Let me tell you, this man is not qualified to preside over Agege magistrate courts. You know those courts, magistrate that treats marriage issue, marital issue. That man is not qualified. See, the Akabulu Kalaka Akabulu, you be Oboji Olunko, Yam Kalaka. Let me tell you, he has resigned. Akabulu, I always call him Abakulu Akabulu because I know I did not read law, but if I confront this man, he will have nowhere to be found to lay his head. He will find nowhere. This man was made CGN. Why? Not based on competence, but based on what? Tribalism. Let us talk the truth. Say the truth. Based on tribalism. Based on sentiments. He has to pack all his load and go. We don't want to see him again. See, after this election, the man should what? Retire from politics, active politics. He went there for politics. He did not go there as a qualified chief judge or justice. Are you listening to me? So his resignation, to me, when I read the breaking news, I said yes. Yes. Obedience is working. Yes. Obi movement is working. Yes.
Obi, the former Anambra State governor's ideology is in place here.
Okay, let's look at
it's a new ideology, it's a movement. Obi's inclusion into Nigerian political system, federal level, is what? Is a new ideology. Is another NSAS agitation. NSAS, end police brutality. No, not only that. And Nigerian political system. Not only that. And what? Autocracy, favoritism, and it's in Nigerian politics. That is what Obi is coming for. We need egalitarians in government. People that can treat the society the way they treat their family. It is a norm in Nigeria to be in politics when you are a professional crook. Nigerians will welcome you. They will clap for you. See, over the years, in 1990, Babangida chose Nigeria's pepper. Nigerians applauded them. Call my phone.
You know that man?
Yes, he's a Maradona. He's a Maradona. They were clapping for somebody that's supposed to be stoned to death. Someone that has put us into this mess. Babangida was tagged as a Maradona because Maradona can dribble. Listen, if you are a thief, a professional thief, Nigerian youths that doesn't have this, they Southeastern politicians and Southwest politicians, they will be celebrating you because they will be stealing from government. You will be the person that will back them up if they were accused of such what crime, which is embezzlement, fraud, financial fraud. They will be following you. See, let me tell you, I thank God that Nigerian CGN has finally bowed out.
Let's.
He has finally bowed out. My phone.
Come help me.
He has resigned. Sharia judge, the Sharia subordinate Sharia court are hitchback.
Okay.
High court, magistrate court, state court. Let me talk. I want to tell the world the truth. Yes. I'm rejoicing now because the Sharia judge presiding over the office of CJN in Nigeria, CJN has what? Finally, he's never bowed out. Country. He's never done. He has finally succumbed to the pressure. Pressure from the justice, pressure from what? Equity, pressure from what? Real equality.
Don't worry.
I listen to me. Yes, he has bowed out. Because of what? Obi is for justice. Obi is for equality. Obi is for political balance. The imbalances in our political system has to be what? Balanced. This time around, CGN has been the first person to what? To appreciate the fact that he is not competent enough to be in that office of CGN. So the CGN has gone. It's a victory for democracy. It's a victory for justice. It's a victory for another legal system that is coming to be in place. Comes 2023. Yes, they will be what? Going. They go one by one. They go. You see it? Sports lovers, football lovers, they talk about. They said it. They go one by one. When they start losing, they go one by one. They go one by one. Give me another
certificate issue.
Yes, let me talk on that. You know, Baba's certificate issue. I'm telling people this morning, I always like to say the truth. Some persons are calling me hypocrites. I saw it the other day. I am not a hypocrite. I'm trying to advocate for the truth, sincerity, and what? Modesty, or you can even call it decency. They are the same. Listen, the reason why I'm saying this, Tinubu will have no reason not to go to school. In those days, Haji Amogaji, his mom, was a rich man. I didn't understand. So Tinubu went to primary school. He went to secondary school. He headed an oil company. I don't know, is it as called Mobil? So somebody that has gone up to that level, it is sound what
quite outright to every good thinker to understand that Tinubu went to primary school and secondary school. But now that he didn't come up with his certificate from secondary school or primary school level, something what is trying to play out here.
Because I believe those days it must be very, very sound to even get anywhere.
Yes, let me tell you, Tinubu now promised us that he's gonna play dirty if APC refuses to do what gave him the flag. As I said, he's gonna play dirty. So when after following his statement, you will know that he actually attended school, but maybe he's trying to hide his age. If I bring my first school leaving certificate, you will see it there. I left primary 6 as a small boy. My age was there. If I bring my secondary school certificate now, you guys will say, "Hey, Omo, you are this age when you finish secondary school," because my age should be there. So I think he's trying to, at least, maybe he's not telling us or giving us his actual dates of birth. Tinubu attended primary school and secondary school. That is my own opinion. If anybody is telling me there that I'm a hypocrite, fine. Someone that headed ASCOM or Mobile, sorry, in the past, he must have gotten all this certificate done. And again, in 1999, they would have nailed him over this Toronto gates. Oh no, Chicago even. No, from Toronto, he went to Chicago. Then during that, it was, I don't know how, maybe Yoruba elders, begged for him. Because, you know that Ghana Fahimi, oh my God, it was following Tinubu bomber to bomber, to actually attest for attestation of his, Toronto Gate certificate, Toronto University certificate of Chicago. But later, we heard that these people, they are quite different. They intervened. Then Abraham Adesanya, Papa, he was alive then, so they intervened for him. So that's who I am. Tinubu must have gone to primary school and secondary school, but due to age, I think he's not trying to come out with the truth about his age. Maybe as for me, primary and secondary school, I think that.
What does the Igbo want? Is it presidency
or Biafra?
Break away?
Yes, it is so obvious what we want. You know that over 60 years of Nigerian independence, the Igbo man has ruled Nigeria for only 6 months. The first Governor General of Nigeria, Baba Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, was just a ceremonial president. The real Prime Minister of Nigeria at that time, I think Abba Katafawa Balewa, was the main person that was ruling Nigeria. Zik was there just to go and speak English. Because if you allow Abba Katafawa Balewa to go to visit America, only him, let me tell you, I think the Americans, they will only cover their ears, because the man could not speak well. The man was not qualified to be a prime minister. The man did not go to school. The man was just there as a figurehead. Dr. Zik did everything, but indirectly everybody understand that he was not the president. I think understand. Indirectly, he was the one doing everything. I think understand. They will go to London. Zik will go there and speak and talk. While Mr. Prime Minister be decorated with what? Turban. Big feather. As what? A religious picos. I'm saying the truth. These are people that will die of religion because they were born out of religion. I think you understand. The Prime Minister himself will go with big turban. With feather. While the man, Nigerian Governor General, will be speaking English, attending to the British. Do you understand? At the point that there was a time they were drinking tea, it was machine that will serve you the tea. If you turn your tumble upside down, machine will not say, the robot will not say, you're okay. Okay, the robotic machine is planned in such a way that if you turn your cup upside down, nothing will be poured for you. Or maybe in human beings, in the British, they are, well civilized. We know that this current technology, this current civilization is for the Britain. It's in Britain. Okay. Do you understand? So if you turn your cup upside down, the British man will know that you don't need another service. But Tafawa Balewa drank, he keep it. British man bought tea, he drank, he kept it.
So they keep on pouring tea. Baba con they drink. Baba Abakatafa Bala Bele con the shoot out. 6 said, turn your tumble upside down. The British man could no longer serve tea. That was when the man understood the system over there. Abubakar Ucheiko, after drinking Ucheiko. Abubakar Ucheiko after drinking before he could. So let me tell you, they lack education. Igbo man was well educated in the 50s. Yoruba man educated same time. Are you listening to me? But the edge we have over Nigerians is that we are good on making money. You don't ask an Igbo man how he makes his money. I didn't understand. We have talent. We have every gift from God. We are the one that discovered the God of prosperity, the Lord God of heavens, how he can give you money if you're a hardworking man. And we are money makers. It is in our blood. Are you listening to me? So, let me tell you, presidency, na Igbo. Biafra is for Igbo. Presidency is for Igbo. Let Nigerians feel us. Even if Nigeria is gonna break, let Nigeria feel Igbos before everybody goes their separate ways. Let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu has opened our eyes. That young man will never suffer in vain. Holding Nnamdi Kanu, you are holding yourself. I have always been making this adage here that if you are fighting a man, you leave that man because you have the strength. Because you have the what? The strength and talent to wrestle a man. You throw him down. If you leave him, he will stand up. If you hold him, you are holding yourself on the same place. Nnamdi Kanu must surely live there. Nnamdi Kanu must be separated. Federal government are holding themselves. Why? What is stopping federal government to stop the siege, to stop the menace of the insurgency in the northeastern Nigeria? The bandits killed over the weekend. They killed a reverend father from Edo State. They abducted him and finished him up at Kaduna Farm. What manner of government is this?
One in Kaduna Farm, one in Edo State.
One in Kaduna Farm, one in Edo State. What manner of government is that? A government that has taxed people that are agitating for their right, terrorists. Every fire of Kaduna State, we see no reason to tag those people killing Kaduna indigents, terrorists. Every we have no reason to tell Buhari, his brother, to tag Fulani herdsmen that are terrorizing Nigeria across the whole Nigerian terrain as a terrorist group.
Okay.
But the IPOB indigenous people of Biafra, I'm from Igbo land. Every woman is an IPOB. Every woman that was born in the southeastern Nigeria is an IPOB. These people that are misinterpreting English language to Fulani, Fulfudi, Fulhadi. Fulfudi, they are harding you. They are Fulhading you. They are Fulhadi people. Fulfudi is their language. They are attacking my brothers and myself, a terrorists. Let me tell you, Buhari government is a left government. Fulani man is a left man. Let me tell you, people that are bent on this religious of thing, God will judge and judge and judge them. But let me tell you, nobody's going to that seat again. Fulani man, vote him out. I'm campaigning for obedience. Everybody's saying obedience. See, Christian, something happened at the church where I watched it yesterday. Listen, something happened in my church yesterday. A pastor mounted pulpit. He said, go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. Christian, we started clapping. PVC. Go and get your PVC. Make sure you vote the right person. Make sure you vote. Sir, make sure you vote Obi. Everybody started looking at me. I said, Obi is the man. Say the truth in the church. Let God hear you. If you say Obi is our man, God will cling on to that and give that young man victory. Stop hiding things. Church. They started clapping. Man, one of the guys will come here now. I say, it's truth. Peter, truth is for the church to speak it. What? More accentuated in detail. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I have Mr. David there. Mr. David, Honorable David, good morning. Honorable David, good morning.
Mr. Chukwu. A very wonderful morning to you. I want to correct this. I want to stand on the existing protocol. And what Mr. Raf said, he should not always come on here and start misleading people. Now, the Igbo man did not discover Christ. He should get that. So I stood there and I watched him say something like that. He should not come on here and say that. The Igbo race discovered Christ.
No, I didn't get.
You didn't get what he said. Eh?
I didn't get that part.
You didn't get the part. But
I don't think Igor is the discovered Christ.
That was what he said. That was what he said. That Igbo is, in as much as we all support an Igbo man to become the president, there are some things he should not come on public and start saying. And then you are the uncle. You're supposed to like draw attention to it.
I didn't get that.
Next time, try and listen to
that
him.
line.
If he wants to say he should not come and start misleading people online. Trump is saying Igbo man nine and then FSC Christ. Say that one I talk. So other tribe will go.
Let's look at Tinubu's certificate saga.
That's a stupid opinion.
Certificate saga. Tinubu's certificate saga.
Yes.
Tinubu's certificate saga.
Yes.
Let's talk about.
No, I'm trying to correct what this man said.
No.
That opinion is baseless. He's an older man, so you should correct him. If there's a young boy can come out and then stand against it, you should collect him. Now what if and a guy from my donor says that see his tribe saw God first, won't he overreact? He should not say that. Continue. No, you are supposed to like caution him.
Okay, let's look at Tinubu certificate saga. What do you say about it? Should that disqualify him?
Should they what?
Should that disqualify him?
Mr. Christians, you are not the society where we belong to. In as much as Ashwaju claimed not to attend primary and secondary school, I don't think INEC would disqualify him, and then INEC would not disqualify him. You know that Buhari said the certificate was with the military. Up to now, Buhari could not bring out his primary and secondary school certificate. Now, is he not the president? Did I not disqualify you? You know that we're in a jungle. We are in a jungle where there's no law. So, in as much as that, Ashwaju nobody will sanction him. Nobody will sanction him. Now, I saw the form he filled. He returned to INEC. Primary and secondary school, it was blank. Now, okay, if Ashwaju did not go to primary school and secondary school, how did he get admission in the university? He claimed he attended. I told you, Nigeria is a jungle country whereby everybody cannot start away with anything. For how many years now, Buhari is not the president of the country. For good 8 years, nobody could tell Mr. President, here is your certificate. And when some individuals wanted to challenge him, Buhari took 80 cents to court to challenge that. Just because of what? Certificates. When the people asked you about your certificate, what they had to do was to hire sons that would defend him in the court of law. Now, don't be surprised. Ashwaju will do the same thing. If worse comes to worse, sons will still go to the court and defend him in this certificate saga. I know. See, it is a known fact that you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that Ashwaju has certificate. If someone is beating around the bush, if you tell me, David, where is your primary, secondary school, and then university certificate, I will go to my house and I'll bring it and I'll show you.
Or you go to the school.
Which school? I don't need to go to school.
If you don't have it.
Why would I have it? That one I thought
the military.
The military invaded his house. Which stupid military? Invaded his house. Okay, now even the military invaded him. Why didn't he go to the school? Why? Each I go to the school. So affidavit that is not a certificate, and then probably the school will look for a way to give him new one. That's like what Obaseki did. He wrote to UI, University of Ibadan, that I think one of certificate had issues. Now, what happened?
He clarified it.
And then it was done to him. So now it shows that this man in person does not have certificates. You cannot just start waiting for someone to start telling you he has certificate. Okay, if fully has certificate, why was the primary and secondary school face why was the space blank? Okay, primary school, you didn't attend. Secondary school, you didn't attend. You didn't jump to Chicago University. Every day I wake up, I shed tears for this country, because there is no hope. I bet you, let's see. Forget anybody coming. There's no hope in the country. Everybody keep lamenting. Everybody keep coming out to express their all their grievances. No matter how 100,000 of Nigerians collect PVC, one idiot will see the president. Will see the president of Nigeria. Bet me.
Even his obedient. Even his obedient.
You know, Obi will not win the election. You know this. Forget what see. Forget what is happening on social media. Social media is not polling unit. Social media, you know how these people do it.
We shall see again.
These people will rig election. These people will rig election in favor of their candidates. You all know this. Yeah, you will only come and start shouting that election was rigged. Election rigged. That yes, nothing will happen. See, the political gladiators and this political elite know who they want. We the masses, we just come and just try and exercise our franchise to go out and vote. We want a new Nigeria. But do these monsters, do they want Nigeria, a better Nigeria? You see how much brutalized Chief of Army Staff. You see what ICPC raided in his house. Now tell me, if tomorrow the end insurgency is being put to an end, would he get such amount of money? He will not. That is why you see that Chief of Army Staff will want this insurgency to prolong, so that every year government will always budget for insurgency, budget money for arms to fight insurgency. You know that if this thing is being put to a full stop, money will not be budgeted for them to buy arms. So that's what I'm saying. See, my brother, the reality is that my brother, in this country, there's no forget all this what we are saying. I've told you, in Nigerian politics, you cannot take away structure. You cannot forget all this coming to social media and telling me. Social media. See, on social media, I see one. Or she want the one APC family. I need to see. Opinion put online. What's the one? When the reality played that 2-1.
There's a difference. You have the delegates. That one was done with the delegates. The election was done with just delegates. What was done online is just the electorate. So it's different.
Who is what's different? I have told you.
One with delegates. Obidient one with electorate. So there are two different people that voted. Those that voted online were not delegates.
So now in the party primary, who votes? Is it delegates?
Those that voted online, are they delegates?
Those that voted online,
are they delegates?
They are not delegates.
They are
so that's why I'm saying that. Now, even the electorate now, I want to be to win, but I know he will not get there. We know this. My vote, see, I've become to understand that these people now, an average Nigerian man is ready to sell his or her vote come 2023. Because what played out in Oshu, what played out in the Ekiti election will play out in 2023 election, whereby the highest bidder would have it up. Bet me.
Let's look at Tanko Mohammed that resigns over ill health. The Chief Justice of Nigeria. Is that the breaking news? Yes. He resigns over ill health. Remember, 14 justices has asked a petition against him over the welfare of the judges. Now we are hearing that he has resigned over ill health. Let's talk about it. CGN. His performance so far.
His performance has,
how do you rate it?
Has been so poor. You know, in this part of the world, they say the judiciary and the legislative and the executive, they are what independent body. But in this part of the world, I think the executive still has some elements of control and influence over the judiciary and the legislature. So far. Tanko performance. No bandits, no Fulani has been convicted. No Fulani, no bandit has been convicted. Even Wadume, the guy that kidnapped Kingpin. Nobody has been convicted. Nobody. So, and then again, I think under his watch, the judicial system has been so bad as nice. It's been so corrupt. And then again, Tanko, don't forget, Tanko is a politician. He's an APC.
But he has two children. One
is for him himself. He's an APC member. Buhari appoint someone that is not a CAC member of the APC. That is why you see he cannot convict any of the bandits. What ever since now, how many cases you will see people in jail due to what trial? People, so many persons you see in the prisons are just there. Most of them are what innocent, just due to the fact that these people cannot access lawyers. And you, as a CJN, why can't you at least an average person, whether guilty, so if it's not profound guilty, at least you should have a lawyer that will represent him in the court of law. But it's not. But it will not happen. So our judicial system, someone was telling me, a lawyer was telling me that what even Tanko himself is corrupt. Hey, a lawyer was telling me, even Tanko himself is corrupt. So you see where we find ourselves. I've always told you that what in 2023, Nigerians will be placed with no options of two miscreants. They will still choose one person. Out of the two thieves, one person will emerge. Okay,
thank you very much, Mr. David. Let's talk about the Zamfara state saying that citizens should take up arms. The police commissioner on arms is still in vogue.
The state has right to make their own laws. Okay. So now I think if fine, we know.
Look over here, go there, go stand there.
We all know that security in Nigeria is on exclusive list. The power belongs to the federal government alone.
So does the government not know? Does he not know?
He knows.
Why is he not giving that?
Because since the federal government, since the people at the center cannot protect you, what would you have the government do? Look at people fleeing the state, people fleeing a particular state in Zamfara.
Also in Niger State.
In Niger State, people cannot sleep with their two eyes closed, and then every day you keep assuring them you protect them. Nothing else done about it. Why not? So it is the best thing is that let them take up arms themselves and defend themselves. That is what Nigeria would resort to in the next future. Because you telling me, David, I'll protect you every day, but things keep going worse. And then you keep assuring me you protect me. So why can't I at least look for something I can use to protect myself? But now, the Commissioner of Police, what has he done to stop this insecurity in the state? He has done nothing. Every day.
How many hours?
Every day keep giving excuses. And now you are saying people should not take up arms. Okay. So people need to take up arms.
Okay, thank you very much. I have one last one language.
Oh yeah. Hey Christian, you are my big brother. Everybody, West Side, East Coast, East Colorado. Good morning, everybody, because we are alive, but we are citizens. We are Nigeria. The language is give money. For Koyo no came anymore. It's a language, and God respects God, and God is God, and God created you and I, everybody, but Nigeria no respect humanity. That's why we cry.
Okay, Tanko Mohammed.
Sometimes I cry.
Tanko Mohammed.
He
has resigned, the Chief Justice of Nigeria.
He resigned because he's afraid of the death that is coming to him.
Which death?
He will die. He was partaker of the justice of injustice. Are you hearing me? Tanko Mohammed was a partaker of the justice and injustice. Oluwawa is talking to Nigeria worldwide, and he resigned because the reality came in the night. You can't sleep. Don't do harm to Nigeria, because Nigeria is a godly home. We are the highest worshiper of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Worldwide, the whole world. Nigeria worship God, and God knows. He said, He reigns forevermore. Your name is God. What a great God you are. What a great God you are. Anyhow, Nigeria will survive. Now, we don't want them again. God said, get away the corridor power. Let my people live and let my people reign And who will reign?
Our governor says that the residents should go and take up arms.
And because he can't trust the situation again. It's just like what I'm telling you. But only God, he said, because he live, you and I can face tomorrow. Because Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the King of the Jews, the I am that I am, he live. That's why you and I have power to face tomorrow. But the government is a powerless.
Powerless?
They have power. They are power. They don't call powerless. They can't even, they don't even protect the cat or the dog in your home. Talk less of you, human being. The powerless. And God provide for you and I will protect you and I. And she protecting Nigeria. Nigeria is giant of Africa. And now the people that are ruling us, they are evil. They are fuck up on power. See, PDP, APC, they are suck Nigeria blood. Now, please go. Please go. It's not by force. You can't manage us forever. You suck our blood. And one little blood, we suck water. Give me that last water. Give me the last water. See my guy. Oh me, oh Lord, water. You know, get telling me. Water, no get telling me. And I God be water. And God be water.
Let's talk about Tinubu certificate.
Tinubu certificate, everything. Let them go to Canada and go to jail. Is it not Canada that they went to?
Chicago.
Chicago. Let's go and perish in jail. Okoromadu is in jail in London. And see, let me tell you, God will reveal the secret of men to you because you know him. So seek it first, the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all of that is will be added unto you. And all Nigeria no God. That's why God will protect Nigeria. Because without God, Nigeria will perish. Nigeria suffer past sufferness. I have only past moningness and will perish. And God will perish their life. Amen. They massacre people in the house of God. God punish their life. Oh God, punish their life. Set them free forevermore. The water, you know God telling me. Now God.
Thank you very much, Oluwa. Okay, this is our Sunday. Yes, thank you very much for being with us. We have come to the end of the program this morning. Bystanders are in instance. I'm Christian Chuku. Thank you very much, Oluwa, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Raphael, Mr. David, and also Mr. Kule. Thank you very much for today. We'll be here tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku. Don't forget to subscribe to Flip TV on YouTube and also on Facebook. Flip TV NG. Bye for now.